Alright, so I am probably just as sick, or more, than yesterday. However, I am a man of my word, for the most part. And we'll be looking over some footage. So, Spark, my man, is up first. Let's see how we do this. Yep, they're just breaking that shield. Great shot. So now that the card's moved, you want to take a left angle. Instead, try to start creating this crossfire. God, I can't see the name. This is fine too. That would have been a great pick. Slow down your shots maybe a little bit, but you ended up getting a kill anyway. Unlucky is a good pick. Don't always have to take that fight. You could just ping them, let Happy know where they are, and Happy will take the duel himself. Or while the Widow is taking that duel with the other Widow, then you can join the fray and try to fuck him up. Good. If there's nothing to shoot at, you shoot at the shield. Don't know how that didn't hit you, I'm not gonna lie. Weird. Oh, please let me see that Widow. Thank God. Good shield toss. Lots of shots. Worry about the BAP in front of you. Mercy shot. So playing very passive. I understand that the Widow's out there. So I mean, I'm not too mad about it. But I'm not stressing about it. You know what I mean? But at this point, Trace or Sombra might even be better. Good shot. I'd start out to the right. You're more worried about getting shot from the right than you are the left. Because Tusk is over there. Again, slow your shots. So far, alright. So with Dragon, I guess the plan should be, since we don't really have any other alts, is to try and push them towards, try to push them to the back right corner, and then launch Dragons through the building. And then how we do that is we force Car. So when we force Car, that just kind of changes their positioning naturally into that. I don't know how we use it here, but we should. Take the high ground if you want. There you go. More to the right, more to the right. So, for the most part, you're not really trying to pressure the Sig. You're trying to pressure their BAP and their Mercy with this Dragon. It shouldn't really be for their Sig and their Cass compared to the Mercy and the BAP. If you shoot this straight through the building, that'll be pressuring them. This is still putting a little bit of pressure, but not as much. I don't know why you keep shooting him when Lamp's right here. I mean, obviously it has a shield, but... And you're not taking this high ground at all, either. So this is kind of up to you when we get into you know, halfway through the map. Your Hanzo wasn't doing as much as we needed it to, and that could be due to which you don't have to be getting picks as long as you're putting a lot of pressure on them, which you weren't always putting pressure on them. And what I mean by that is the angles that you were taking, definitely looked very similar to the same angles that Happy was taking when I watched him. So taking those off angles is going to be better for us because that is the pressure that I'm asking for. Is, you know, if you're playing on this left hand side, well, look from where we can see right now, if you're playing on this right hand side, or Happy's playing on the right hand side and the other's playing on the left, they're going to be forced to look one way or the other, forcing resources one way to another. Mainly the Sig Shield. Sig Shield goes one way, then that leaves the other sightline open to the Widow. Or if the Sig kind of wants to be greedy with his life here, he just puts it right in front of him, blocks both of you off, but then that leaves his backline, his Kree, the Widow open. So hopefully that makes sense. So just taking more angles. However, what the main point I was trying to get at is that you weren't getting much value on the Hanzo here, and you need to be able to kind of see that and think, okay, I need to switch to something else. What would be better? Something better could have been a Tracer, could have been a Sombra, could have been a Genji, or even maybe an Ashe instead of the Hanzo. Might have been better as well. Yeah, that's all I got for it. You win that goal. You win that goal. Not even looking at it. Okay, maybe switch targets off his 10. He's getting a hard pocket. Yeah, unlucky. So we'll go ahead and jump forward. On Ashe. Again, try to take a different angle from Dynamite, Wood to Dynamite. Yep, I dropped down here. Yep. Good. You win that duel with the Kree. You win that duel with the Kree. You should take that. Nice. Good shot.
That's enough.
Again, try to take a different angle if you can. Yep, we're just pressuring at that shield. Again, taking a different angle, because right now, their Widow is controlling all of this angle, while their team is starting to push left. What we need to do is we need to drop, whether that's through coach or whatever, we need to drop and start playing a little bit more over here. You know, I think throughout this entire defense, although it was a really good defense and we held them for a long time, we tend to just group up all on this high ground, low ground, stairs, where Happy is. This is the area we've been using when we have all this side of the map to utilize. That could mean one of our hit scans, you know, still playing up there, but also a Widow right here, because as soon as that cart passes, their objective is going to be to constantly go for that cart, and that Widow has to take a very sharp angle in order to push out whoever's over here, whether that's the Ashe or the Widow, preferably the Widow. But you can take this angle as well, especially if the cart's closer, so that you can be able to poke them out from here. But if that Widow were to take that angle, then that's almost, one, it's going to put her closer to the team that's up here, but also leaves the other hit scan to maybe try and take care of that as well. But, like, that's a pretty steep angle, and even then, that's not, like, full coverage. And if she does appear right here, what you have to do is you just cut through the cafe and drop down to those stairs. You play those stairs, she doesn't see you. And then you play that angle. So, like, we sat up here for, like, it wasn't too long in retrospect, but, like, at least currently, but, like, dropping down and taking the fight at a different angle would have been better. Because look, that shield blocks off you, and it blocks off Happy from playing right here, right? I mean, sure, he has maybe sights at their feet, but like even then, that shield blocks off both. And as soon as Happy comes up here, I'm pretty sure he gets a pick. But like, just the both of you needed to take much more severe angles, especially because we have that Mercy pocket. We'll be able to support the other DPS on that off angle. Very nice. Just like that. For sub 2 minutes.
Be uplifted. How's it going?
Almost full holding. So it was a good hold. But taking those angles would have been
Actuating the barrier.
more advantageous for us.
Doing?
Again, sick. I apologize.
The barrier's weakened.
I'm being attacked.
Dynamite. Again, see, like, this angle is constantly pigeonholed. In Overwatch 2, with one less tank, we cannot rely on shields as much as we used to in Overwatch 1. In Overwatch 1, absolutely, this map is entirely poke-based. Like, you run a Orisa, you run a Sig, and you just, constantly swap shields, gives our hit scans constant pressure onto their team, and it's just a trading back and forth with shields, right? However, we can't always rely on his shield. Like, basically, we really shouldn't be relying on his shield almost at all, which all of us are doing by playing up here, and instead we need to be playing a different angle. Also, I don't know how we didn't hear this left side rotation. Yep, just keep pinging that Widow. Like, you drop down and you have free sight on their back. Stop. I like the rotation that you made, and I think it might have been just a bit too late. Dynamite that right door as soon as you were over there, as soon as it capped. Nice shots.
Ready for a fight.
I don't like to be cowed.
Yep, play that left angle. Play the left angle.
The barrier appeared.
Here it comes. A defect. No one can hide from my sight.
Good Dynamite.
What is that melody?
60 seconds.
Unlucky. Finish that kill too.
Blood.
30 seconds.
Just ain't big enough. Hey. Feel stronger? Let me handle it.
10 seconds.
The desired result may soon reveal itself. Let them up. Feed them out to you. See what a fraction.
Hey. Sie werden dich nicht kriegen.
The payload has reached the chair.
How's it going? Just point me in the right direction.
Stay there on that angle too long.
There's much for you to do. Personne n'échappe.
Like, do you see how much more help you're being by being on this Ashe compared to the Widow?
No one can hide from my sight. Let me Nicht getan.
Oh, good.
I will not let you fall.
Let them up. Feed them out to you.
I think you secondary fire a little bit too much instead of just going for straight scope shot. I don't know. So, angles. Take further angles away from the team, and just try and play the opposite of Torterra, of Happy or Studio whenever you are in with either of them and playing double hit scan. And then for Ashe, I think you secondary fire a little bit too much, especially for like those longer range shots. Like you might as well just be a little bit more consistent with the scope shots, plus the more damage. Trying to think on the Hanzo. Yeah, that's really it, man. Is the big thing is taking different angles. Like if we start taking these angles more, like our poke is actually going to be unreal between our 3 DPS. Our 3 DPS are very good at hit scans, and this just kind of goes to show that if we take those angles, well, it'll work out for us more. So I'm gonna go ahead, go into Esperanza,
What objective unlocks
and watch Tusk.
This beat will heal you up.
Knife. If you're gonna commit with shout like that, commit. Don't just pussyfoot around like you were.
Get pushing, or I'll take your legs off.
There's Tracer to your left. There's the tracer to your left. Knife, knife, knife! No, you knife the Doom. You knife the Doom. Knife the Doom, keep it in him. If he tries to use a mobility to get out, you pull him right back. Same thing as a monkey.
That's all it takes.
Oh yeah! Move it!
Like, brother, you should be almost at like 60. Knife! Anytime he blocks, you knife. Easy knife. Don't know how that didn't hit, but alright. Good knife, good knife. You push that, you push that, you push that, you push that. You're at 450. Good knife. Maybe not too deep, but. Nah, for the love of God, if you do this one more time. You throw the knife, when you pull them back, you use your carnage. Use your fucking carnage, please. You have hardly ever used it. Carnage, carnage, sorry. You need to be more aggressive.
Looks like somebody wants the death penalty.
Not me just pushing this bitch the entire fucking time.
Oh, come on, we let them take the robot!
Match this BPM!
Throw a knife. Throw the knife. Carnage.
Meteor strike!
Good attempt. Knife, 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 knife! Arrgh! Too slow. Do not do it. Oh God.
Time for the reckoning!
By you throwing knife into him when he blocks, that also prevents so the timer before it ticks down before it pulls back to you, his block is going to end before that. So as soon as he's done blocking, you pull him back because he's going to be trying to use a mobility cooldown to either go in further or get out. So you having that knife in him when he blocks is perfect. So try not to do that before, you know. Or it's not don't do it before, it's just less value to do it before. Carnage, carnage. I don't know why you're backing up. Knife. Ooh, woof, woof, woof. Use your abilities more, please. Specifically your carnage.
I've got plenty of teeth left.
Too high.
I need you, Gracie. Eyes on the bag.
Car. Second right on carnage. Nice, nice. Good attempt. Knife. Could have tried to throw the knife at the Honor to pull her back. It's right though. Wrap back underneath, not this way. I mean, normally you'd be getting poked out right now. Rotate left, not this way. Again, you're taking a lot of poke.
Let's go.
Taking a lot of poke.
Meteor strike.
There you go! You used Carnage!
I wanted a scar. Let the kitsune guide you.
Nice! That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I wanted. Good.
Come on, come on. Look at that push bot go.
Knife. You throw a knife, that forces him out. I don't know why you're playing so back here. You want to be playing this corner.
Meteor strike.
Brother, you are so passive. Yep, just dying on cards, huh?
They took the robot from us. You only lose if you stay down. Come on back, Tracy. We're outnumbered. Pick up your feet, you drombos. Uh-oh, they're pushing.
Would have been better just to stay on car, but I can understand you thinking you'd be able to get out.
Tracy, come. Get in there, Bob. Let's move. Double the only one, yeah? Know your place. I need you, Gracie.
60 seconds remaining. Forward spawn active.
Knife. Knife.
Meteor strike. Oh, let's break it. We have to get the robot back.
Don't get in my way.
We kite that. We just kite that. We just kite that. Okay.
Keep attacking until the last second. Mucking around and on your horizon.
Overtime.
So Studio doesn't need to play with you as much as you need to go in. You hardly went in.
Is it? I need a knife. They take our lead. I'm taking. Time for the reckoning.
You didn't get punched. You did not get punched.
At this rate, we won't be in the lead for much longer.
Meteor strike!
Whew. Good grief. JQ, throw your knife more. Understanding that when you throw knife onto a tank, it should be to pull them in, especially if they're trying to use a mobility cooldown to get out. Example, Monkey is in. He threw down Bubble. You jump in Bubble, you throw his knife at him, you stick it in his gut. As soon as he tries to jump, well, right when he jumps out, you pull him back in, you carnage. Anytime you're throwing a knife at a squishy, you pull them in and you carnage. Anytime you're using shout, you need to be going in. Don't just use it as an instant HP buff. You need to be going in with it, which you never were. You were just using it as a, oh shit, I'm low, I need to use this. Which, yes, there's going to be a lot of times where you need to do that. However, we can also be doing that as a pseudo smaller beat, especially if Studio's syncing up with us. Studio didn't have to sync up with us as much because you just did not go in. That was the issue here. But otherwise, carnage. Start using that big ass axe. Like that, it's an amazing ability. Let's use it. That's all I really have. I mean, JQ ult charges so fast right now. Trying to throw it out a little bit more and less of saving. Be proactive with it. Yeah, that's really it. But like you just using your abilities more and more frequently. Be more aggressive. You're playing way too passive because you don't have. And here's why I think you're playing so passive is because you don't have the same cooldowns or defensive abilities that you do with the other tanks that you play. Your Sigma, you have a shield, you have a eat. You know, that's defensive enough that you're going to get out of most situations, right? Monkey, you have leap, you have bubble. Ryan, you have shield. Orisa, spear, spin, and fortify. Hog, you have breather. JQ, all you have is shout, which you should try to use that at the most as a pseudo beat to go in. You don't have any other really strong defensive abilities. Your biggest defensive ability is constantly keeping that bleed up to start that process of healing you over and over and over. Getting those big carnages so that you can reset the cooldown to a very low amount so that you can throw it out again to, again, increase your health. Hopefully I wrapped everything up. You understand it all. Because, yeah, that was pretty rough. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, we took the map from it. So, who did I want to look at next? I really want to shit. Let's go ahead and look at Oasis again. Yeah, because we just played Brawl pretty much on Arctic.
Locators, time to take action. We've got trouble. I've got you. Restoring your light. Objective's mine.
Your Kiri is honestly looking much more fluid. Like in movement, aim, all of it. Yeah, you just a reset.
Let's get back to it. Just Tyson.
Throwing some kunai at that tracer. If you're getting pressure, also, oh shit. Also, when we were on that first part, you were getting pressured by that tracer quite a bit. If you just want to, say, play slow, avoid, avoid healing, and then just turn around, throw a couple kunai at the tracer. It's either gonna force recall if you hit. Even if you don't, just looking at her and throwing a couple kunai her way might force the recall, might force her to back off, etc. But just make sure you're calming. Hey, we need to play slow for a second. Like, literally, just say slow. Good, so you do it here. I probably would have went big Q, not to the Kree.
I licked my wounds. Let's go.
Yeah, but your Kiri is looking a lot more smooth than it has before, so that's good.
Feels like selling, huh?
Tight. Good Suzu. Nice. So not that far out. You could have like a smidge faster and you wouldn't have died. So, because how the fox comes out is like obviously this is where the middle is. This is where you threw it out. But if you throw it out this way, it's okay to intersect with these because the fox will jump right to left, creating it. So like it's almost like you can weave it in between the wall and still get the benefits, right? So like if you throw it out, maybe if you're standing on this cushion, you throw it out right here, the fox will jump out of you, jumps to the right, and then it'll jump to the left, and it'll keep spreading out this way, and it'll keep doing back and forth until it reaches its end.
Time to try again.
Climb up. High ground, let him contest. Yeah. Let's go and press forward.
Keep in sight, and this will go smoothly.
You can't hide.
Enemies here.
I'll keep you up.
I am restored. I'll fight them.
You need to call that out. As soon as you see the tracer, call it out. Because I know she's about to come in here and fuck your ass up. I tried so fucking hard to help you.
We must fight them down.
One of these days I'll end up in Fiji.
Need.
Let's do it fast.
More of you.
So I think I like that back. Well, maybe not anymore. Never mind. I was gonna say if they had kept the comp that they were at, I would have preferred that back right room to where we were playing with that against that Tracer Cree, because if they try to force the fight up here, it doesn't give us an advantage to go up here compared to being in that smaller room where it would be. But they swapped, so it doesn't matter. Nade, fat nade. Gotta drop.
Not the first, not the last.
Didn't need to peek out. For the most part, like anyone who touches, it should be literally anyone but you.
Lissa och den tir.
Fide mal suyo!
Be careful.
Marked by the dragon. Barrier active.
Good sleep. Mark it. Ping it. Nice.
Enough whining. You're fine.
You can't hide.
Woo!
Ready for battle.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
The objective is now accepted.
Don't fret. I see you.
Sleep.
Farm it.
You're fine. I'll keep you up.
Sleep. Could have gone for the sleep there.
I'll cover you. Hey. Come over here. Group up with me.
I appreciate the support. Stand up straight.
You'll fix it. I can still reach you.
Well done. Good kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty. Good kitty.
Could probably be throwing out a little bit more damage than you are. Like I'm keeping you pretty well topped up, and for the most part, like the issue they're having with the dive is that they're not pressuring out our front line at all. They're not peeling at all. They're just going straight for the back line. And so far, I was doing a great job of keeping you up and peeling for you. But like our tanks and our Tusk and Spark didn't really need a lot of healing, so if that's the case, just keeping an eye on them and throwing shots out is fine.
Enemies there. Let's clear them out.
Yeah, don't need yourself. Oh no, you live, that's right.
Helping you recover.
I needed that. Ahlan.
Get in there, Bob.
Woo!
Rally to me.
You're powered up.
I'm not the objective. Rally up.
How they pulled off this map is honestly, it's insane. We're split. Never mind, not too split.
Sweet dreams. I still have some fight in me. Covering you.
Much appreciated.
Dynamite launch.
I'm curious how we lost that one fight that we really should not have had any business losing. Cause, okay, this is the cap. At 90. He drops the pulse on him, that's just unlucky. Get that pick. Oh. Okay. Shouldn't be pressuring that out. But yeah. Okay. Honestly, I don't really have anything else to really say on Ana. Yukiriko's looking a lot better. Pretty good Suzus. Could possibly benefit from trying to do a little bit more damage instead of just spamming heals. Same thing goes for Ana. Looking for more sleeps. He kind of held it a lot there. Doesn't always have to be on the ball, but like if a Tracer or a Sombra comes in at you, throwing that sleep out to one, either force a translocate or a recall. Didn't happen as often. Don't get me wrong. Me and Happy were on your ass like white on rice. But yeah, everything else looked pretty good for this map. I mean, could be different for the other maps, but it's what it is. So, other than that, that's all I have for you guys. So, good job. Oh, fuck me.